advertisers, do you want to see the behind the scenes of marketing campaigns that make over 144K in revenue? In this video, I'll show you the exact planning, design, and execution of one of these campaigns.
Can't explain. I got a feeling that I can't erase. Just a feeling that I won't leave behind because it's something that it's on my mind. I guess it goes like na 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 na
To go to the photo shoot now. I've essentially just packed up the clothes for the spec ads and also the main client. Obviously I have this iPad. I'm just gonna get like the food and everything for the models now so that they're all happy. Then I just need to get 1 or 2 more props that I couldn't find yesterday in South Florida, which are hockey sticks. And then from there, we'll be good to go. Have the videographer, photographer, a couple models, my friend that's assisting, and myself that's hosting. So it should be good. Models getting ready in the changing room down there. The videographer and photographer have set up. They're set. And over here, you can see the first staging, which will be for the hockey sticks, which is like the most important shot on the shot list. And you always want to do the most important first, and then as you go down, you get the fill-ins, basically.
What's the goal of the shoot, Ted?
It's a big sale for more videos.
Come follow me to a secret place where only the moon can see. Beyond the shores, there is something more, just waiting for you and me. I see that you're yearning for something more. I feel the waves around me shaking me to my core.
All right, I'm gonna go over the lookbook template essentially that you really need for a photo shoot to go successfully. So essentially what the lookbook does, it gets kind of like a vibe for the shoot, essentially what you're looking for in terms of photos and videos if you're going to have both. So essentially the photographers know exactly what shots you're going to want to be hitting. The models know what types of hair and makeup to do, or the stylists, so you can get a type of vibe and brand guidelines for the shoot. So essentially, in my lookbook, I have the photo shoot concept. I do video examples as well if I have inspirations or anything that I personally think would go with it, or the creative director for it. Behind the scenes, if you're going to get behind the scenes content, the location that you're going to be shooting, the goals, the talent, the products you're going to be shooting with for the e-commerce and logistics. So essentially, you can have a Pinterest board with the vibe of the photo shoot you basically want to be going for. And I can do a video on just like Pinterest boarding and all that. But essentially, Pinterest, you can pin things that are essentially like the same vibe that you want to go for. If it's elegant, and you want to keep it relatively consistent. And if you have a different vibe within the same shoot, you want to make a different grouping for that specifically. And then I like to write out the exact
special copy for it. Clothing, makeup, everything like that. You just want to keep it pretty simple so people get a quick snapshot. And then essentially you can have like video examples as well. Put them in the drive, whether you get them from Instagram, YouTube, or other places, just so the videographer can kind of know what you're going for as well. Yeah, this photo shoot was already done. So it's pretty spot on to what we had here. Then behind the scenes recap. So this is basically mostly for marketing on my side. So you can see like behind the scenes, kind of like what this is. Um, but it will be like a more high production shoot that will be vertical video that's like optimized for social media, but basically show that as well. So that's basically that there. And then you can also give any scripting that you want in the video, which I'll get into in the shot list. This is a more like informal way to do it. If you kind of want to write out a script of what you want in the BTS, if you want anyone to do spins, certain types of motions, all that type of stuff. Then the location, you basically want to link to the location, and then when you have the final address, you can do that as well. You can show like images for the models and everything. Oh, and going back to this, I personally use Peerspace. You can also ask people for referrals if they know a location that would be perfect for you. But I like Peerspace because you can basically just see how big the location is, how many people can fit, and keep it simple like that. But it just depends on how you want to do it. You can network them or what. Um, you can also, for the locations, you can write like for videos, like a little description if you're going to be going to multiple locations. In my case, we just shoot in one location. Um, and there can be multiple different like backdrops, but usually we're not moving physically to different locations. If you are, then you want to like put for each location the cast, the talent, everything. Then I just put like deliverables for each one of the photo shoots, like members of the team. So whether it's the videographer, the photographers, you basically put that there. And I link their Instagram so the models and everyone can see each other. Then I put the actual models, and you can also put like a talent thing like this so everyone can see the images. I just link their Instagrams just so everyone can see each other and they get access to the lookbook so they can kind of see. Then you can show like the e-commerce products as well. So people can link out to them, kind of see the brand as well, because the model will have access to this, the brand will have access to this, so everyone can kind of see. And then the props or shot list, this is very important. And this is like where it gets more complicated. So essentially, you tend to want to have between like 20 to 30 photos or of the products, depending how many products you have, how many props you have, it can get more or less complicated. So essentially, these columns are the pose description, the inspo or inspiration, the prop that you're going to be incorporating, um, the model that's going to be in it, the e-commerce product, and you can also put the number of people that are in the shot. So essentially, you want to put a little description so that people are looking at the spreadsheet, they're like, okay, this is a direct shot, like model, just standing. And you don't want to essentially have like for each like small pose or like shifting, you don't need to put like a column for that. You essentially any like you want to think of these as concepts. So if someone's direct shot, they can like have their hand in their hair, something like that, or they can be smiling, thumbs up. It's okay. But when you're switching completely, like they're seated in a group or they're back to back, those are like different concepts. Or looking at a phone, or when they incorporate props, that's when you want to add a different row because you want to make sure that you're not missing any shots as you're going down the shoot because it can get hectic. People can stay on a shot too long, and it's just like a missed time management essentially. So if I go into this really quick, I'll go to the entire shot list here. So you can basically see here the bigger shot list have more descriptions, and then you can see like the inspo pose here. and this will like show basically the inspo from the Pinterest that you did before. You show the talent of the model, the item, and the people in the shot. You can also do the status when you're going through the shoot. Have you hit all of these? I highly, highly recommend that you have this like on an iPad or something, and literally when you're in the shoot, try to go through with everyone as detailed as possible so you know the vibe that we're going down the shot list. The most important thing should go first, kind of like what I mentioned in the previous clip, and then you kind of work your way down. So you can say like, okay, we're hitting this, okay, we're kind of stuck here, we're going down. How many more shots do we have left? And then you can do like freestyle at the end. But this is how I've been running it, and I'm working on improving the process. But this is like has been working well for me to essentially get as many shots as possible and keep it organized so we have creativity, but we're not being bogged down by being sitting on one type of pose for too long. Okay, next here we have logistics. So this is essentially just like the address, link, the time, parking, all that fun stuff. And then also equipment. And then you essentially have like next steps in things like sending other small things I do is like send everyone like a group order link so you guys can all order food, getting waters, Red Bulls, all these types of things so that everyone can stay energized while on set so no one's like tired or having to get food. For 3 to 4 hour photo shoots, this is fine. Otherwise, you have to have breaks in between. And the more models you have, the more staff, the more you have to kind of break it up. If you'd like me to help you generate over 144K in revenue for marketing campaigns for your fashion brand, book a free one-on-one consultation below.